At one point, we were almost like being backstage with Wiz Khalifa. Then we were at a strip club. Then Trey was headlining something. Then we were at a radio station. Then we were at IHOP with guns. Then it was like, what? This could have been a movie. That night could have been a movie. International House of Pistols. I mean, that's what.
Yeah, there was like,
Not important.
Okay.
I don't.
right, we'll just.
So, just for the record, N43 Records is not involved with these things, okay? This was 5 years ago.
Yeah, this is a while ago. With music, everybody tells me, bro, that, oh man, yeah, this next one, I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, and I got this.
I mean, people are a lot of buying
But
a lot
that's
of
why
crap,
it's like,
and
well,
they're
do I
like,
get my passport or not?
Corey came to the studio one day and was like, hey, I'm gonna go on tour in China. Oh, you're like, what, tour in China? How are you, what? First tour ever in China? You know? So obviously we support him, but it was just kind of funny because like, well, maybe we should pump the brakes on this and look at the details before you go to China and spend a bunch of money touring in China. I remember like just talking about it at the meeting one day, and it was pretty funny because Aaron was like just trying to look at it logically.
Make sense of all the whole situation.
We're just like, oh, we had so many questions.
It's such a big concept to tour in China. We've never toured or been in China for that matter.
You would go on that tour?
He said they were offering to pay for everything, so he was the one that brought it up to me. So I was like, yeah, just let me know if I need to prepare for a communist country or not. That's all I need to know.
If I could give you $1 for every crack pipe story I've heard from people and that's never panned out ever, bro, I'd be a millionaire, dog.
Yeah,
I'm disconnecting my phone when you go to China, so call Beeps for help. Yeah, and then Beeps he'll be already in hostage situation. Now we gotta get
I'm gonna be in
Beeps
China too.
and Corey out. So me and Tim are gonna have to turn into like Terminators now.
It would have been legit. It would have been legitimate, probably cool tour, but at the same
I'll
time,
have to
there's
set
a lot
up
of
in a
like,
short time frame.
Yeah. After Tim and Corey and DJ GA have just been getting set together now, and they've been playing more like that K-Camp show you guys did, and like those other shows like Summerfest and stuff like that. It's kind of like a newly developing relationship. So going to China would have been pretty crazy.
So to put the whole tour package together in a few weeks,
Yeah, it would have been pretty crazy. 2 years ago, we were out in LA and we were working at our buddy Jason Navales' studio, and we pulled a crazy grind session from 12 p.m. to like 10 a.m. And it was wild, and it was just one of those nights that's just magical in the studio, and you can't plan for it. You just have the right people there at the right time. And we came up with this song called Paradise, and we tried really hard to like get everybody to, be really cool with it, because obviously you have 7 people on a song, everybody's gonna have different opinions. So it took a while to get to that point, and then we finally got it right, and it felt great. And then I asked everybody if they're down to release it, and they said, yeah, it was great. So we put it out on N43, and Radio Milwaukee actually picked it up as well. And it was one of the last releases that me and Tanner actually put out, because he just took a trip to Australia and just was building up music connections and stuff out there.
And a lot of radio plays himself as well. He had a few radio shows he was on.
Yeah, and that's great for him, which is cool because it's helping us grow as writers, and for him, it's great for him to grow as a producer and as a DJ.
So on the recording and tracking, mixing, mastering end, we've had Clear Pioneer in. We did their single Let Me In. It's so dancey and groovy, and it's got that disco-y vibe to it. So that was a lot of fun to kind of throw that retro aspect back to it and do something a little bit different than what we have been working on, as far as like a lot of the pop and R&B, hip hop, industrial, everything.
Lost in emotions, I know what I want. My eyes are set on you, 'cause I can't hold back, I can't hold back anymore. No, I can't hold back, I can't hold back anymore. 'Cause I can't hold back, I can't hold.
But then we've also had Zed Kenzo that we've been working on her EP with. We produced one of the tracks, we mixed and engineered the vocals, mastered a few of the tracks. That was a lot of fun. She's so great. And that's integrated to working her into our project, because she just had that energy that we were looking for.
Yeah, I remember the first time that she ever came into the studio, I didn't mean to make anybody feel bad, but looked at it and I was like, I'm excited that you are here right now because I know this is going to be great.
I've been really on my own way type shit, ayy. I could be a savage and behave type shit, ayy. I be on the center of the stage type shit, ayy. They be looking at me, they amazed type shit, huh. I've been really on my own way type shit, ayy. I could be a savage and behave type shit, ayy. I be on the center of the stage type shit, ayy. They be looking at me, they amazed type shit, huh.
Since last summer, since meeting Kari, it's been nothing but like good feelings and like good times in the studio. It feels natural when she's there, that she's just such a pro. One of the other people that we love to work with, his name is Ezekiel. Izzy, he's one of our good buddies. We had him cut a Spanish version. It was actually his idea. He wanted to do it. So he was like, can I do this? And we're like, yeah. Just do it, you know? And then didn't know this, but Kari speaks Spanish. It's mind blowing.
She's fluent. She just told us this one. They were like, what?
I was like, you speak Spanish? Yeah, actually Sam Webster X was like, yeah, she speaks Spanish. I was like, there's no way. And I was like, do you speak Spanish? She was like, yeah. I was like, holy cow. Okay. And then she wrote it in like
Took
an hour. Yeah. And then we tracked it. And now we have the Spanish version of that song, which is dope. You know, it's basically the same thing, but a little bit different. But between, Tim doing a lot of mixing work and like mastering for Clear Pioneer, that's been crazy. And we've also just been having, Zed and Izzy in and out all the time, which is great.
Been working with Lex Allen a lot on his project coming up. Some of the mixing, some of the tracking, just wherever he needs us.
Yeah, we produced a song or two on it as well, which is cool.
Got to record choir. That was awesome.
Nice. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. The last 2 years there has been this program called Backline that 88.9 and Generator and other sponsors have been like pushing artists to do. And basically what it is, it's a grant, and it's also an opportunity to go to places like LA, London, New York, wherever, Atlanta, and write with new artists, new producers and stuff like that, and also get in the room with labels and companies like Apple and Spotify and stuff.
And also making sure you're like mentally set up.
Yeah, and it's great.
To work in this industry and be sustainable as far as like, all aspects of your health, because there's a lot to being an artist in the professional world like that.
Yeah.
We didn't get Backline, so that was cool.
Oh, you did not.
2-time Backline loser now.
What was the reasoning? Did they even give you?
No, I want to know though. I think that'd be beneficial from the program standpoint. Hey, like here you're not getting it, but here's why you didn't get it. You know, and instead of like, hey, you didn't get it,
to give notes.
Try again next year. You know.
We applied and we were chosen to be, or we made it to the top 8, and then the top 15, the top 8, and then we were in the finals for this program. Unfortunately, we didn't get the program, but we did have a lot of beneficial things come out of it. Like we started working with an artist named Genesis Renji, who's amazing.
So talented.
Yeah, just
kills the game.
And that's how we met Kari and Zed Kenzo. And we worked with Lex even more. And those are all benefits of the program. It's going to be a little bit more of a grind on our end financially, but I think we'll be fine. The last time we were in LA, we actually hung out with our old drummer Colin, who was in our first band called Save by Stereo.
Pop punk.
Yeah, Colin has a studio in Van Nuys, and he recently had a room open up in his apartment. So I was like, hey, how much is the room? And he was like, this is this much, and I'd love for you to come out. I'm like, yeah, man, I would love to too. I've been dying to come out for a long time and really give it a shot and push myself. In less than a month, I'll be moving to LA, and yeah, I'm excited. I have a ton of friends out there, like our buddy Jason Avalos, this band we worked with, and like my close friend Matt Cook. I'm excited for that. I can't wait. And my old manager Nye is potentially gonna help me get some DJ gigs and maybe a job at the Avalon, so I'm hoping that goes through, and we have a base and I can just start getting my feet planted, so that way that when Tim comes out or whoever comes out, I'm able to give everybody opportunities and bring some of that back to Milwaukee. It's gonna be full send right across the country to this new place, and I'm excited to live in Van Nuys and be close to new sessions and stuff like that, and writing with other artists and producers and just getting better. And yeah, we're gonna see how the next couple months go.
There's a lot.
So many things are changing, and
we're gonna be working together remotely for the first time
in a while. Yeah, and that's gonna be interesting, but I'm excited to see what comes of all the new changes, not only in the label side of things, but also just writing wise and everything. It's gonna be great, I think, for everybody.
It's gonna be dope.
Dope? Yeah, it'll be sick. All right, that's all I got. I gotta go work out.
Peace.